Hi guys. Usual thing. Can you just pop in the chat if you can hear me all right? All right. Just make sure. I think you probably can, but it's always good to know. This is going to be an interesting one. Oh, I've got a higher bit rate than I do normally. Hang on. What have we got here? Oh, hang on, that can shut up, can't it? Actually, no. That's right. Yeah, this one's not going to be the most professional. I mean, I've never been known as being hugely professional on my streams. Yeah, so today I've got someone coming on Skype, and usually when I do the Kickstarters, and I get used to doing this and the whole setting it all up, but I've completely forgotten. So we're kind of winging it today, but I think it's worth it. What we got going on here? Let's shut down the. So they've done some changes to that. I'm gonna be. Oh, hang on. Don't worry about that. That's just the camera. It's been sitting there for a while. Some of you are going to be aware that Brexit. Bane of my life, probably quite a lot of other people's as well. Absolute nightmare. Whereas it used to be, do you know, it was really easy. If someone from Europe wanted to buy one of my products, they went on my website, they ordered it, paid for it, I shipped it. It arrived, everyone was happy. Now, it ain't that easy. So now we have, you order it, I don't charge a VAT, which is a good thing. But then it gets to you and you get an email, if you're in, this is in Europe, you get an email, and then you have to go from DHL and you have to go and pay for the VAT, and you also have to pay this annoying £15 handling charge because they've done the VAT. Which is, I kind of understand, but it's just pain in the butt, especially they're making money out of the shipping. They're doing all right out of the shipping. So yeah, my European customers fell off a cliff, proper fell off a cliff. So I've been for the past few months kind of looking into distribution, and I'd kind of given up. And then at the Amiga 37, Andreas, who's the publisher of Amiga Future, introduced me to the guy you're going to hopefully hear from, if I get the audio working, hopefully. And he's going to be my German and European distributor. So it's going to solve you all those problems. Now, important to understand that we're matching the prices. So yes, it's in euros, okay. The prices we worked everything so the prices are the same, you know, give or take exchange rate, doing a little bit of that. I won't be changing my prices without updating his prices, so we're going to be in sync. Oh, hang on. Here, there he goes. Let's just see if he. Hang on a second. Interesting. Let's see where you're coming from. Anyway, so as you can tell, I've got. Well, let's get Michael on and see how this works. Right. What I might do actually is, bear with me, Michael. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call you on this one as well, but just audio. Can you answer that one for me as well? Okay. So you put the other one on hold. Why is the other one on hold? Because that's your picture gone. Okay, so we've got audio issues, so we've got to try and sort out. I think can you say something, Michael?
Of course.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, that's it. Let me turn that round so you can hear. We seem to have your other one's on hold. Can you take that one off hold? I know I've got you on 2 calls.
Yep, just need to find out where is which one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we'll see if it kills the audio. But if not, we'll just leave the audio one because it's not easy to hook the audio up with these things.
I can only see one call at the moment here.
Yeah, the other one it's put the other one on hold, isn't it? Okay, but that's okay. So if for everyone out there, okay, yeah, you've appeared on my tablet, which is my all. But anyway, look, they can hear you. That's the main thing. So as I was saying, the Brexit's caused a lot of problems, not just for me, for lots of people. And the only way that we could have moved forward was me to find a distributor. Finding someone you can trust is a nightmare. After being introduced and chatting to Michael, I kind of felt that it was going to work really well. So now what you're looking at the moment is the site. I don't think these are quite live yet. The items are they. When do you think they're going to go?
No, not yet. I was just finishing setting everything up. I was just waiting for the weights so I can also do the proper shipping costs and stuff like that. So probably tomorrow or tonight, maybe even tonight.
Okay, that's fantastic. So we're not far off getting this done. I tell you what, I've thought of an idea. In the world of Blue Peter. No, that's not working, is it? So, right, so we've got audio but no picture. And next time I'll probably sort this out a little bit better. But look, so do you want to tell people, because most people, well, the UK and the Americans and so on won't know who you are and about the company. Do you want to tell people a little bit about yourself?
Well, maybe who doesn't know me? I'm also known as Evil Dragon. I started with Pandora a long time ago and with distributing the GB32 and the GB2X. So most of the time, basically handheld systems and open source systems. And then the shop grew and grew, and now I think it's one of the biggest retro shops here in Germany, the Dragon Box shop, and we're shipping worldwide. Pretty well known here, I think. And I'm also always trying to get the stuff in my shop which I personally love and like. And yeah, to be honest, I grew up with Amiga. I'm a total Amiga guy. But funny enough, I don't have a lot of Amiga stuff yet in my shop because most of my customers wanted to do the console stuff, and well, I never got into the stocking Amiga stuff in my shop. But I'm happy now that this will probably change with the Checkmate 1500 case.
Yeah, that'd be because that's one thing I was saying. You do have Amiga products on there, but I noticed there wasn't a huge number. But hopefully that with this, then people always want to buy extra bits. And the one thing I have a problem at the moment is I don't want to stock all these other products. So they kind of buy the case and the bits that make the case work, and then they go off buying bits from everywhere. So it could almost be like a one-stop shop. Hopefully that's. That might be quite a nice thing.
Well, sure. The reason I didn't stock a lot of Amiga stuff is because there were so many other Amiga shops already in Europe, and I didn't want to step on their toes and try to buy stuff that they are already selling and go in competition with them. But of course, if I now have the Checkmate case, then I will try to stock everything that goes together with it, so I can offer full package. That's always what I want to do. But as long as the other companies still exist and have other Amiga stuff for sale, which is not mandatory to the case, I will probably not stock it, because I'm one of the guys who says, let's work together, and I don't want to grab anybody's customers.
No, I absolutely agree, because there's plenty of room for everyone. And we've got this. I mean, I like to call it a cottage industry. There's lots of small companies just kind of gradually growing with all their Amiga products and lots of different things, and it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, even to the point we've got the Amiga 1200.net guys making all the all-in-one cases, and you've got Mike who's doing the pet looking case, which is absolutely fantastic, and he was there. So the more the merrier as far as I'm concerned. And but no, I can understand. I can understand you not wanting to do that. Look, I'm going to try and see if I can get your picture up. It might mean that I lose audio. So, and it's what's going to happen here is I'm going to it's going to look a bit of a mess, but just bear with me on this, everyone. Let's see if I can take this off hold. No, because it'd be nice to get your face on the screen. That is not playing, is it? Nope, it's not going to, unless I try calling you again on that. Right, I might lose your audio on this one, so bear with me a second.
Okay.
Right, let's. No, this is the wonders of me not. We did actually do a practice one, didn't we? And then about 15 minutes before I started this.
The thing that we could probably do is a group chat, because in a group chat everybody
Yes.
can see all the pictures.
Yeah, would you want to do? If you can do it, because I've kind of called you for my tablet and my Mac, but the Mac needs to display the picture, but the audio has to come through the iPad. I can explain it later, but this is just the way, because I can't get the audio into the streaming software. So if you want to, if I cancel the other one and we just add that as a group, see if I can add you in on this. How do we do?
Add participants.
Yeah. This is. Oh God! Come on! Add favorites. Where? Hang on. What's this one? Add to group. No, see, you're already in it. God, that's typical. Now, see, I've done it. Add. See, I've done this before, and it should work. No, it's not. Damn. Okay, so let me just try one more time. Right, I might lose the audio there.
Recording now.
Gonna try that now.
I can merge calls.
Go on in.
Let's see. Merge call with active call. Does this work?
Hang on. Bear with me. Let me just turn this one off.
Yeah, you need to turn off the volume for one.
Yeah. Okay. So now. Well, I've got you. Say something.
Hello there.
Yeah, I think the problem we got is the mic. I've got to turn the mic. This is absolute nightmare. As I said.
Yeah, you just need to switch off the audio on once, so that you don't your own audio on the tablet.
Yeah. But the problem is it's recording. Right. It's really not playing ball, is it? Now we won't get anything, will we? Do you want to say something?
Hello, can you hear me still?
Where's that? Where is that coming from? Right, in the chat, can you tell me if you can hear Michael talking, please?
Can you hear me? Anybody there in the chat?
Yeah, it's coming out of there, isn't it? Oh, this is. Yeah, this is a problem because if we've done this on Teams, the streaming software has an input for Teams, and so we can record it. What I might do actually is because it'd be nice, because it's good to have your face, but also it'd be good to actually be able to hear you. No one's a tiny bit. Yeah, no, I've got an idea. Right, say something.
Hello there.
Yeah, okay, so I've gone a bit quiet. Right, right, yeah, so we'll do this, but I think the main thing is I just wanted everyone to know what's happening, and almost as soon as you got the all the products online, they can order from yourself, and what I'm going to do in the next 2 or 3 days is I'm going to put a message on my site, so be a big banner saying if you're for inside Europe, give Michael a call. I mean, I don't actually mind if people say from the States or other countries. You might have better shipping than me, I don't know. Maybe people can have a look on your site, see if it's cheaper to ship from you than it is from me. I don't have a problem with that, because at the end of the day it sells cases. And you know, just see how this thing's going. And already a lot of people have been saying it's that they want to order from Germany, and I get it. I mean, it's an absolute nightmare to be fair, the mess we've got ourselves into. But I'm just pleased that I found Michael, and thanks again to Andreas for introducing us.
Yeah, I think you did a good job there.
Yeah, he did. I think everyone was worried about me disappearing or something, because I've been quite lucky that the Americans. In fact, I sell everywhere, but it's just the European market. I mean, I get it, and I'm sure most of them think, well, you know what? Why were you that stupid as a country? You know. But you know that's where we are at the moment. Hopefully, maybe it will get repaired and we'll come back and we'll go from there. But well,
As long as we have a solution now, that should be fine. So we'll get over Brexit.
yeah, no, absolutely right. Yeah. So guys, I'm sorry about the sound on this one, but it's mainly because of the streaming software. I can't get the audio from the Skype, and that's the problem. If I turned it on, you heard what happened with the speaker. I just get feedback, so it's just a nightmare. Next time I do this, because I'm going to be doing some interviews. The other thing is obviously the Kickstarter, so I'll be doing more of these. Michael, is there anything else you want to tell people?
Well, if anybody has any question about the ordering and stuff like that, let me know. Of course, you can always contact me on the shop directly as well, via WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, whatever. And, at the beginning, it could take a bit longer because you've got a lot of stuff with these cases. There are so many accessories, panels, additionals. I need to figure out what goes where myself. And I rather want to ship proper working kits than trying to get them out fast and forget something important. So yeah, in the beginning it might take a bit longer until we can ship your case, but it shouldn't take longer than 1 or 2 weeks at least. So I think we'll be fine there.
Yeah, the one thing that I was going to say was that I'll be packing all the first batch up later this week. And they'll go out like Monday or Tuesday next week, and so you should have them soon. But then, once you've got it all, there's so much stuff you've ordered, you've got to kind of sort it all out, and no doubt we'll be having a chat. But I think it's going to be good, going forward. I mean, this is a long-term thing for me now, because I'm hoping you'll be interested with the monitors and anything else that I do.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that I've got planned. And so it just means I can reach my European market again. But right, well, Michael, thanks for coming on. I'm really sorry to everyone about the audio, but yeah,
we'll make it better next time, I guess.
Yeah, I'll have a little practice. It worked last time. I can't understand why it's not. But I think I must have had the main speakers on for the computer, but there was feedback. So I'm gonna have to sort out exactly how we're gonna do this.
Next time we can simply use Teams, because when I've got time to set it up, then it should be a problem.
Yeah, well, that was the thing, because we thought Skype would be fine, but for some reason I wasn't getting the audio, and it just got complicated. So it was completely my fault. And next time I'll step on it a bit better. Yeah, okay. Well, thanks a lot, Michael, for coming on, and
thanks for inviting me, and
I look forward to doing a lot of business.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Right. Okay, guys. Now let's bring the mic up. Let's do that up there. Right. Hopefully my volume's all right now. So, how many people we got on? Yeah, not too many. Right. So, look. Let me go back to my other screen. There we go. Back to this, and then I'll bring that over. Right. Kickstarter. For those that don't know, the Kickstarter is literally, I've sent it for review. So this is actually a screenshot from the video. I'm not going to show anything. I might show you Paul's video. But there's a huge amount of stuff in the Kickstarter video. But I'm kind of saving the video for when it launches. I'm probably going to be like, as soon as they basically, once they approve it, which as I said, it's gone in for review. Once they approve it, then it will only be 2 or 3 days, and then I'll go live with it. But if you do want to see, has anyone got any questions about the Kickstarter you want to ask? No one. Everyone seems very quiet at the moment. I think people come on, couldn't hear anything, and then mooched off. But any questions? So hello everybody. Let's see if you got any questions. He needs more volume. Yeah, I know. Well, you're very quiet lot tonight, so unless I'm just not up, unless it's just not getting. Oh, hang on. Why is that? Oh, okay. Yep. Okay. Right. So we got that. Let me just shut that up. Right. I have got a question. Look at that. No. Have you priced the add-on options individually? Right. So if you remember when I did the first Kickstarter, you basically there was a white and a black case, and then extras were done later, and it's exactly the same as this. This Kickstarter is basically the monitor, but without the panel. I know it sounds stupid. Hopefully it'll be clear. But the idea is that you choose your panel later. So there'll be 3 options of panels. One I've already got, which you've all seen the panel. And then 2 other options, which I want to add later on. There will be some extras, but they'll come later outside of Kickstarter. So once I move it into my system, then we'll start sorting out the shipping if you want extras, what panel you want. As I said, there's going to be hopefully a lower cost panel, but still nice. And then there'll be a more expensive one that's going to hopefully do the really low latency. I'm not sure. I mean, you can always improve the display, but this one, the default one, is really good. So it's going to have to go some to beat it, but it might be that it's very low latency, and you know it's maybe it's exactly a 4.3 that a lot of people want, and it might be that we do. But I'll find something for that 3rd panel. Also, I'm going to visit a company tomorrow who make custom bags. They do like luggage for cars, and we're going to see about making a custom carry bag for the monitors, so you can put your monitor, keyboard, power supply, gamepad, mouse, that kind of thing, and carry it to different places if you want it. That'll be an option, because it's one thing I could really do with myself. Is a good strong carry bag which is padded inside and what have you. It might be an idea to get no, the on the Kickstarter, most of the prices, the only thing that's not priced up, and as you see we've got this there's the basic, what we call the standard version, okay, and then there's the upgraded version. Now basically what that means is they all have these slots, and I think there's a picture on there, and they slot into a backboard. Now the standard one doesn't, it just goes in and you connect up cables, but we have this back PCI back, it's not PCI, it's a back plane with sockets, and you plug them in, okay, that's a potential update, but there's a whole load of things on there that you might want to have. Obviously the GPS board, which has got everything on it. Also, there's all the, as you can see, my 128 running on the monitor, and you can see the 2 laptops next to it. You see videos all about that. It's an awful lot of bits and pieces, but on the Kickstarter I've priced up estimated prices, and they're pretty close, but I put estimated prices for the extras so you can see. You'll have till April, May before you have to order them. Now you could always order them later, but you need to finalize the order and choose your panel and the shipping, that kind of thing, around April or May, so that we order the right amount of parts into the country. But yeah, it's there's the list of parts with estimated prices, and I'm pretty sure they'll be accurate. Um, and yeah, so it's all gonna be there, and it's in the next few days. The one thing I would ask is gonna need is everyone to just share on social media and just share everything everywhere, because it's not going to happen now. I've without it basically. I've actually reduced the target a bit to try and help. So basically, I need to sell 750 monitors. Now, bearing in mind I sold 650 cases, so 750 monitors is actually not that bad. The price, look, the price is the price, and I'm not going to tell you now. But it's I think it's fair. It's I don't. Well, one thing is interesting actually. On the Kickstarter, right at the bottom, I've actually got a chart, and it actually tells you exactly how much the percentage of all the parts and everything, even the profit and the assembly costs and the profit, everything's listed on a chart, and so you know where the money's going. So I'm trying to be completely open and honest about it, right? It'll all be in there. There's a ton of information, loads of videos, me waffling. But I thought it was something you might like to see. This is done by Paul. This is just finished today. I'm not going to show you Sam's because I don't want to spoil the introduction, but I can show you this one. So this is basically one of the videos that Paul's put together for me, Paul Kitchen. So you might like this. Let me just show you how this one works. It just shows you basically how the thing goes together. So you've got your two speakers. Doesn't show you the sound cushioning. But as you can see, there's the chassis, and then there's the bit at the bottom, and the utility panel at the back, and then in goes the board with all the electronics, and then you've got a couple of blanks so that you can upgrade them later on. So that's a little view of Paul's animation, which I think is really nice, and it has to be very much. It had to be absolutely had to be. Everyone knew it was 3D, but there's a ton of stuff on there because I've got the prototypes and they're all over the place, and so there's an absolute ton of information on there, and I hope you're gonna like it and back it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the most important thing, because literally I poured a lot into this. A large bit of profit from the mini cases has gone into this, so it's cost me thousands to get this to get where we are, and I couldn't have done it without Appy. Blow a bit of sunshine, but it is true. And you'll see there's a video. One of the videos I've just literally uploaded today is all about the CGA, EGA, and the 128 working with Appy's 9-pin input. So and it looks amazing, absolutely amazing. So I think it's a really good product. Fingers crossed. Come on, someone ask me a question, because I've not got an awful lot to say, because it's at the moment I'm all about the Kickstarter. So the only question is, Appy's asking, is Paul around? I don't know if Paul's around actually. Hello, Scott in Kentucky. Let me close that and let me put that back up. So come on, questions. If you've got any questions, I'll hang around. If not, then I'm going to go off and carry on working on some other bits and pieces I've got to do. A bit off topic. Were you able to enjoy Amiga 37 at all as an Amiga fan, or was it? Do you know what? I think I spent 5 minutes looking around. So the answer to your question, no. I mean, after this show we went out to the after. Well, in fact, even that. I mean, I had a great time with Fassi. We just kind of, because he helped on the stand, and we went off to get food, and so Fassi was great company. But I really didn't get much chance. I mean, I talked to 2 or 3 guys on their stands, the Warp guys. I talked to Gunnar and a couple of others. I saw Michael for a minute, but I didn't really get to have the discussions I was hoping to have. And so the answer to that question is, yeah, it was all business. I was just talking. Well, I'm not complaining because it was great. It was like constant talking to people wanting to talk about the monitors, wanting to talk about the cases. How do I get them if I'm in Germany? Because that was the big thing, you know. So it was a great show to do, and I'm really pleased I went. But yeah, it was all business. Will delivery be as much as Checkmate case? Yes, because it's actually the same size. In fact, it's slightly bigger. So it's not cheap. They actually weigh more than the case. The box is it's slightly bigger than the case. So if you've ordered a case and keyboard before, that's the kind of price it is. There's nothing I can do about that. If you're in Australia, Christ, it's just ridiculous. And to be fair, 30% of this is this fuel surcharge, which it seems. I understand they've got a surge. It's not 30%. Their fuel hasn't gone up. I don't believe that. So they have gone up by 30% because shipping to America used to be about £45. Now it's 70, which is just ridiculous. But I am looking at potentially bulk shipping to see if I can do like a drop, massive drop, like half a container. See if I can do like half a container and then get them there, then slap labels on and ship them internally. But yeah, it's not cheap. How about a bag for carrying a chipmunk? Yeah, I've already mentioned that. You just turned up then, have you? I would show you the shop. But in fact, no, I'll tell you what I can do. I can actually show you the site. So if you go to this site, Bag World, I'm going to see them tomorrow. They do bespoke bags, right? They did largely for cars, luggage, that kind of thing. But they'll do custom bags for anything. And I've already got a picture on the site. Let me see if it got anything. Shows protective transit bags. I think it's in here. That one actually. Here we go. This is the one. This is the picture I've put on there. Ignore the Mazda bit. So this is the kind of look I'm going for: the black and the red with the red logo. And they're not sure what. It's a good question, but they are insulated. Not insulated, but they're padded inside. The idea being that you put your monitor into it, and it'll protect the surface of the plastics, and you'll be able to put your keyboard in, your mouse in it, your gamepad, your power supply, all inside, and just pick it up and walk off with it because. That's one of the great things about this monitor is you can just pick it up and walk off with it. Will there be shipping adjustments for multiples of monitors? Yes. I mean, look, usually, and this is explained on the Kickstarter, but usually it's about like 40% more because it goes up in volume. Okay, now let's be clear. The UK and Europe, I can ship probably 2, maybe 3 for the same price as 1. Okay, so Europe and the UK is not really an issue because definitely I can ship 2 for the price of 1 to Europe, and you'll see that on the ordering side because it's volumetric. The US and places like Australia, I mean, they just ridiculous. So look, I need the Kickstarter to be a success first, and then I can decide what. Because the 2 big ones for me is the United States and Australia, New Zealand. Well, New Zealand, Australia's similar, isn't it? Not far apart. They're the main areas. Australia by quite a few, and it would be nice if I could do some kind of drop ship, maybe organised with a group or something like that, and. Just half a container, ship the lot out, slap some labels on, and ship them out. I've got to look into that. At the moment, it's very easy. They just come and collect them, take them away, but you're paying twice the shipping. So you'd still be paying quite a lot, to be fair. But I'm looking into that. Sorry, Nigel. You're thinking of the 50. Yeah, okay. Maybe. Let's get the monitor out of the way first. Yeah, but the shipping, it does mention on there it's probably like 40% more if you order 2. But But as I said, Europe and the UK, you definitely be able to ship 2 for the price of 1. So you wouldn't get any extra for the second one. America and Australia, it's different because I have a kind of a 25 to 30, about 30 kilo volumetric weight for my prices to Europe and the UK, whereas from America it's literally volumetric from small, and it just keeps growing and growing and getting more and more expensive. So if you add another one, you're basically doubling it, so it's a bit more tricky for there. Appy loves to big himself up, doesn't he? Yeah, let's show everyone Appy. Yes, Appy did that. But you're right, it does look absolutely fantastic. Does anyone want to see the oh wow, Paul's here. Oh yeah, look, my camera, I think I've got the capture rate's a bit off, isn't it? I've just showed, if Paul's just joined, I've message retracted. I've just shown his animation, but come on, any questions? Because otherwise I'm going to go, because I'm going to be doing an awful lot of these over the next month. So if you got any questions beforehand, just come and answer them now. No, you're just talking amongst yourselves, aren't you? Which is cool. Let me go back to here. Let's pop that back up. Yeah, so anything else, or I'm gonna call it a day, because I'm not got an awful lot to say at the moment. It's just all about the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter's in for review, but unless you've got any specific questions, then I'm literally gonna go. Do you know what? I know it's exciting times. I'm just cacking myself. So, I've kind of committed that it's going to work and done everything. I put everything I can into it. And so, fingers crossed. Right, you lot have not got any questions. So, okay, thanks very much for coming on board. I will announce the launch date as soon as they come back to me with a response. They say 1 to 3 days. Now, in theory, they should be able to come back tomorrow and say yes or no, which they probably will, because it's quite straightforward. Everything else is ready. It's just ready for them to press the button, and then I can sort out the links, and then I can start getting everyone prepared for it, and it'll be it might even be like a Friday, Saturday night launch, I'm going to mention it to Neil, but the problem is that Neil was he didn't get it. Well, I don't even think it was that. It wasn't for him. It's not his kind of thing. I mean, if you go to the cave, it's all CRTs, but look, I was. He may mention it. I don't know yet. But everyone who's seen it, I mean, thousands of people have seen this. I mean, it's probably 2,000 people have seen this. No one's come up and said they don't like it. Everybody loves it. So I'm kind of think it's just one of those things. It wasn't for Neil. But there's nothing I can do about it. I can't say, oh, okay, I won't do it then. Especially when the amount of people, I've got 580 people on the waiting list for it. Yeah, so they want it, and they've seen all the content, they've seen the videos, they've been maybe to the shows. Got nearly 600 people on the waiting list. So it must be something good about it. Interestingly, Retro RGB might not be, to be fair. If you see the the last video where he actually mentioned me in it, wasn't particularly favourable mention. So yeah, I'm kind of up against it on this one. and but we're going to see. It's going to be down to people spreading the word. If you want it to happen. As I said, it's 750 monitors, which sounds like a lot, but I sold 650 cases, and to a smaller market. This is a much bigger market. So, yeah, it's it's going to be an interesting ride, this one. That's why I'm kind of, a little bit on edge. Right, any more questions? Because I'm gonna go, and the numbers are dropping down now. So I might even delete this one actually. So if you wasn't on it, you wasn't on it. All right, look, guys, I'm gonna go. Right, so thanks for joining in. Hope you back the Kickstarter. See you soon. And basically, wish me luck.